Hey guys, it's Margie, and today I'm doing a movie review of the 1977 film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This film starred Richard Dreyfuss, Francis Truffaut, Terry Garr, Melinda Dillon, Bob Balaban, I'm not sure if I said that right or not, J. Patrick McNamara, Warren Kimmerling, Harry Guffey, Lance Henriksen, Robert Blossom, Philip Dides, Sean Bishop, Adrian Calmwell, Justin Dreyfuss, Meryl Connolly, and George DiCenzo. It was directed by Steven Spielberg, who we all know and love, but let me just mention, he's also directed Lincoln, which I've done a previous review of, Catch Me If You Can, Jaws, The Terminal, E.T., Schindler's List, which I've done a previous review of, and Saving Private Ryan. Music by John Williams. Yay, John Williams, who's also done the music for everything in the world, including all the Star Wars, The Patriot, JFK, Home Alone, everything. Like, he's composed everything. Cinematography by Vilmos, oh my goodness, I'm gonna butcher this, Zygmunt. Sorry. IMDb him. Yay! Okay, who also did the cinematography for Assassins, The Deer Hunter, and The River. Edited by Michael Kahn. Yay! I love Michael Kahn! Who's also edited Twister, Always, The Goonies, The Color Purple, Warhorse, Munich, Lincoln, War of the Worlds, and Minority Report. Essentially, who works with Steven all the time. Written by Steven Spielberg and Paul Schrader, but Paul Schrader was uncredited on the screenplay. And produced by Michael Phillips, who also produced Mimic and Taxi Driver. And The Sting, Julia Phillips, who also produced Taxi Driver and The Sting, and Clark L. Palo, who also produced Ginger in the Morning, which I've done a previous review of. Okay, guys, let's talk about the plot. Basically, the title tells everything. It's the story of this guy that's like a scientist, and he experiences an encounter with aliens, and etc., etc. Let's talk about performances here. Richard Dreyfuss is the main character in this movie. I thought he did well. I really did. I don't think there was anything else he could have done. I enjoyed his performance very much. That's all I have to say about that. Forrest Gump. Quote. Oh boy. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Francis Truffaut, good. Really good. Terry Garr did not stand out to me at all, to be perfectly honest, but, you know. Melinda Dillon did very well. She really did. And Bob Balaban did very well as well. Everybody else here, I thought the supporting cast for this on the whole was good. I really thought so. I mean, nobody else just really like, oh my gosh, stole the show. But I feel like there were some good performances here. The directing for this movie, I enjoyed. I did. It's Steven Spielberg, which is, you know, he's a good director, in case you haven't heard. But it's young Steven Spielberg, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I like his style of directing a lot. The music for this movie is great. Of course, it's John Williams, who is great. But I like the music for this a lot. Like, he so perfectly captured, like, the wonderment as he did in E.T. I like the cinematography for this. It's a lot of darker colors. There's not a whole lot of light in this film, except dealing with the aliens, and they're, like, bright. But the scenes aren't hugely lighted, but that didn't detract anything from me. To me, there's, like, two colors in this film, which is, like, a lot of navies and blues, and, well, not really blues, more navies and blacks, which is supposed to kind of reminiscent for me of, like, the night sky, and then there's a lot of whites, which was reminiscent for me of the aliens and the stars. So it's a very spacey type of movie, but it's not cold spacey, like, you know, futuristic spacey, but it's warm spacey, if that makes sense. The lighting for this is warm, but it's a lot of darker colors, if that makes sense. The editing for this, I really enjoyed. I thought the film paced well. I thought it did run a little long for me, but I thought the editing for this on the whole was good. The writing, I enjoyed the writing for this. I did. I enjoyed it. I thought it was well done. Let's talk about the parents' guide, if you don't mind here. The language category, we have 4 uses of the S word, 1 use of the A word, 3 uses of the H word, 2 uses of the GD, and 2 uses of D. As far as sexual category, we have no sexual references or anything like that, but we'd have some, you know, passionate kissing, and there is some infidelity, but it's not, it's just kissing. And then as far as violence and gore or intensity, someone is kidnapped, but it's not intense at all. This film is very suspenseful because you're like, what's gonna happen, you know, but it's not violent to me in any way. And as far as drug and alcohol, I can't think of any, so that's good. And there's 6 religious exclamations, which I forgot to mention when I was talking about language. Okay, let's talk about my special notes on this one, guys. I have the cinematography is great. I really like the cinematography because, again, I feel like those darks and lights really added to the film, and I enjoy the cinematography for this very much. And my second note is this is a well-made movie. I feel like there's the screenplay was done, everything that could have been possibly made out of it was made out of it. Like, it was the screenplay was maximized, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they went as far as they could go, did the best job that could possibly have been done with the screenplay, and it's just a well-made film. That is all my notes on this one. I enjoyed this movie, but honestly, this is honestly not really my type of movie. Alien films, I appreciate them because a lot of them are well done, but this like type of film was not really my type of film. That doesn't mean that I don't appreciate it, and that doesn't mean I don't think it was a well-made film. I am saying that I personally would not watch this one again, but I am going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5, and I did enjoy watching this movie, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, anyway guys, thanks so much for checking out my review of the 1977 film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I'd really be interested to know what you guys thought of this one, especially what you thought of, you know, Steven, since this is earlier in his career, and some of the performances here. I'd be really interested to know what you thought of those as well. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next review. Take care.